Hey everyone, what's going on? So we're doing the new survival mode, and I'm using Mega Rayquaza, Noivern and Hitmonlee. Now everything is fully maxed. I did max it out for survival mode. The Rayquaza does have shot out, and it is skill level 5. So I don't know, I wouldn't really recommend it. I would rather go with probably the Mega Beedrill, or if you want a third shot out user, I would go with Vanilluxe. I just think it's better than Rayquaza in general. Because Rayquaza is only super effective against dragons, Vanilluxe has more of a variety. And the Mega effect for Rayquaza is good, but by the time you Mega Evolve, you're probably going to want to have already beaten the stage. Or it depends. It depends what you're going up against. But anyway, let's get right to the point. Eevee, you're going to knock out in one hit. Mega Ordino is next. Both are guaranteed. Mega Ordino is easy as well. Probably going to knock that out in one hit or 2 hits if you're unlucky. But yeah, just go for the Hitmonlee match and you should be good to go. So easy stage. And the next one is random. So the next one is, for us, is Chansey. And this is another one that's going to be an easy stage. But the first 10 stages, I would say, are basically easy. I mean, the Mega Mewtwo Y is difficult at stage 10. But other than that, I would say the stages should be easy. I mean, it's a little bit annoying to play like Mega Gengar and Mega Ampharos, but yeah, we'll touch on those when we get to them. So we just beat Chansey, and the next up is guaranteed. It's Mega Slowbro. Now, Mega Slowbro is annoying. The bulky Psychic Pokemon and Fairies, those are annoying because you have nothing that's super effective against them. I mean, you have a Hitmonlee, which resists Psychic. So basically what you want to try and do is set up a 4, or if you can, maybe a 5 match of Noivern, because Hitmonlee is not going to do much. So there you go. As you can see, I tried to set it up, but then I got the match. So it didn't really work out for us. You could go for a 3 match, but it's a little bit more risky. Right there, I could set up the 5 match. I didn't do it. I just went for the 4 match with Noivern. And you're going to waste a few moves on these stages. 5, 6, 7 moves, unfortunately. But there's just no other way around it. So, yeah, these stages, Mega Rayquaza could come in handy. But I still think it's better just to go with the Beedrill so you can get rid of disruptions. Or you could go with the other shout-out user, which is Vanilluxe. That's probably what I want to do, but this time I just went with Rayquaza. And his Mega Effect could come in handy, but it's also, I mean, it doesn't really destroy disruptions. I mean, it could get rid of the ice, but other than that, it's really not. I didn't find it too easy, so even though I did well, this is my best attempt at survival mode, so I did do well. But, yeah, so we beat Mega Slowbro. And up next, we're doing another random stage. This is not a guarantee. And it's a poison type, so unfortunately Hitmonlee is not going to do well on this one. So you just basically want to do the Rayquaza matches or Noivern if you have it. So yeah, I mean, I did try Mega Beedrill. I did get up to, I think, Mega Medicham, and then I lost. And another time I got up to Mega Heracross, so I would really like to be able to find a way to consistently get up to Deoxys itemless, but I don't really think it's really consistent, not at this point. It could be done, it has been done. I did use a couple items this run, but you could get up to Deoxys itemless. Now, as for beating Deoxys without using a disruption delay, I'm not sure you're going to have any luck with that. But unless you get up to it with a lot of moves left, which I guess is possible. So now we have Mega Ampharos, and this is another guaranteed stage. This one is a little bit annoying as well, just because Noivern, it resists Noivern. So basically I'm just trying to go for the Hitmonlee or Rayquaza matches. Another thing I wanted to point out was this was not my best attempt. Like, at least later on, I started to get sloppy with my moves, and you'll probably be able to notice that. But it was probably because I was getting a little bit frustrated with survival mode, just because I haven't really been able to pass Mega Heracross until today. So, and I beat it a couple times today, Mega Heracross, so that was good. But yeah, this isn't the best run that I've had. but I think it's decent, I would say. So I mean, as you could take a look, you could see how it's going. But the point I'm trying to make is, even though it wasn't the best run, I still got up to Deoxys, so you don't need the best run. However, at least up until Deoxys, I didn't really have many difficult stages. I mean, I didn't have Timber, I didn't have Tyranitar, Salamence, Mr. Mime. I think I had a couple of difficult ones later on, but nothing too bad, I don't think. But anyway, we'll see as we get along. Now I have Nidoking. This one's not too bad either. So, yeah, and, you know, this one's not that bad. I mean, Hitmonlee does resist it, but other than that, it's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, just going for shout-out matches. I did go for Hitmonlee there just because I had the 4 match, but, you know, usually not recommended. Just go for the Noivern. If you have Vanilluxe, go for that. Maybe you have Mega Beedrill. If you're going the Rayquaza route, that's good too. I mean, and even though this is my best attempt at survival mode, I still don't think the Rayquaza is the best one to use compared to your other options. Even though it is my best run. I mean, I guess it helped out a little bit on that move, but... So, okay, so yeah, we beat Nidoking. Now we have Mega Gengar, which is really annoying. Actually, I guess Mega Gengar is not too bad, but you basically, just like the Mega Slowpoke, you want to set up the 4 matches of Noivern. Well, right now I have a 4 match. I guess I could have set up the 5 match, but I just wanted to get some damage. It probably is a good idea to set up the 5 match if you have that option, but yeah, there's the 4 match, so it does a good amount of damage. I mean, it's pretty much a gamble on survival mode if you're going to do well, because if you get bombarded with really bad stages like Tyranitar and Salamence and Mr. Mime and Staraptor or Aromatisse, whatever ones. I think I had Staraptor in this run somewhere. But if you face off against those Pokemon consistently, you could lose before Mega Aerodactyl. That's how bad it is. But if you don't get any of those, you just get easy stages. You're going to build up your lives, your hearts, and you should be able to do relatively well. Now, the way I figure what I'll do is I'll continue to play survival mode until itemless, until I can get up to Deoxys with a good amount of moves left. Once I can do that, I'll start to use items, and then I should be able to beat it at some point, hopefully. But who knows? So that's what my goal is to do. I'm hopefully going to get up to Deoxys with a lot of moves left. Use Disruption Delay going forward. Probably on Rayquaza and Mega Rayquaza as well. And then finally be able to beat it. But who knows? So now we're up to Mega Mewtwo. No, we're up to Pidgeotto, my bad. Mega Mewtwo Y is next. Pidgeotto is another easy one. You could beat it in one move. Did I beat it in one move? No, you could beat it in one move, but he has a little bit of an HP gap. So maybe not. But I would say 2 moves should be a guarantee. But yeah, I mean, Pidgeotto is not a bad one. That's a good one to get. Mega Mewtwo Y is a little bit annoying. But, you know, I've been able to beat it consistently. And any of these stages, if you're having trouble on any of these boss stages, I would recommend going to the main stage and just practicing on it so you get a feel for it. Right here I had the 4 match of Noivern, so that's good. I could set up another 4 match. I didn't, I just went for the 3 match, okay. So yeah, I mean, it's a little bit annoying. These blocks aren't too bad, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, Mega Beedrill will be able to take out those blocks. But the reason I really didn't want to go for Mega Beedrill was because even if you make a match with Beedrill and you destroy the blocks or ice, that's fine, but it still takes up a turn, and I want to save as many turns as possible. So that's just my view on it. But Mega Beedrill has been having a lot of success, so I'd probably recommend that. And I didn't do that well with it, but I'm going to continue practicing and trying, and hopefully I'll be able to. So that's Mega Mewtwo Y. So first 10 stages down. We have 8 moves left. There was one attempt I did get up. I did beat Mega Beedrill, and afterwards I had like 17 moves left. But then I faced an onslaught of difficult Pokemon after that. So, I lost those moves. I had Granbull, I had Mr. Mime, I had Timber, I had Tyranitar. So not fun. Okay, Meowth is stage 11. This stage is guaranteed. Unfortunately, I didn't beat it in one move, but 2 moves. I mean, you could go for the coins. It should only take like 3 moves to get, or 2 moves maybe. So I mean, it's, you could go for the coins if you want. I didn't really feel it necessary, but if you want to do that, you can. So after Mega Beedrill, the stages are relatively easy, unless if you get bombarded with difficult ones. But which could happen on stage 13. You could come across like Tyranitar, which I have before, or Timber. That's happened to me. I think on one attempt I had Tyranitar, and then right after I had Timber, or maybe it was the other way around, and I beat them both, but my moves were gone. So it was like, I knew, and then I ended up losing at Mega Aerodactyl or something. So it's like, it's good, but at the same time, it's not good. It's like, I don't know, this survival mode is, I would say it would be better than the original if you could consistently beat, I would say up to stage 45, so you can get all of those rewards. But you can't consistently do that yet, unfortunately, unless if they ever release a Shout Out Plus Plus. Who knows, maybe. But until then, I would say you definitely want to beat it in one attempt. You definitely want to do it once because of all those Raise Max level. But then I don't know how often you'd want to continue to play. I mean, I'm definitely going to continue to play until I can beat it. But, I don't know when that's going to be. It's probably going to take a while. So we are up to Rufflet, which I don't think is that bad. But I guess he does have a little bit of a high HP, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Mega Rayquaza helping out this game, but I probably will attempt to try Rayquaza out again just to see how it does, but we were able to beat Rufflet, so not bad. Another thing is 3 Pokemon stages. In theory, they're good, but at the same time, you can't use Shout Out. Like, I know Braviary is a bad one because you can't use Shout Out. Some 3 Pokemon stages put themselves on the field, and if that's the case, then that's fine because you could Shout Out those, and then you'll get high combos. But most of the time, I would say 3 Pokemon stages are not that great just because you can't use Shout Out. But, which is really unfortunate. But it is what it is. I mean, any of the old Flash Mob teams, not Flash Mob. The Flash Mob was what I used in the original Survival Mode. Any of the old Survival Mode teams like Flash Mob, which is what I used, or like the Risk Taker stuff, Ash Greninja, I mean, they're not going to do well in the Survival Mode. There's just no way. Especially Flash Mob. I mean, I've tried Last Ditch Effort. I'm able to get up to Mega Aerodactyl, but I'm not able to beat it. I'm able to get up to it consistently, actually, but, you can't beat it because his HP is just way too high. So now we're up to the regular Aerodactyl, which is really easy. You could get him out in one hit, but it took me 2 in this time. This is a guaranteed stage at stage 50. This was an easy one for me. So we were able to beat Aerodactyl with 2 moves, and so that's good. I wish the rewards were better for the repeat stages, but unfortunately it's still like the Skill Boost to Smalls, and by the time you get up to Skill Boost to Mediums, it's just not consistent enough. So we have Klefki. This might be a guarantee as well. I think Klefki is guaranteed somewhere in the Survival Mode. I'm just not sure if it's this particular round. But, okay, so yeah, Klefki is an easy one to beat. So we beat Klefki. He does put himself on the field, but it's not a 3 Pokemon stage, so it doesn't matter. So, yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, Zoroark. Another thing I noticed, Zoroark, because I've found Zoroark before in this survival mode, Zoroark I'm able to beat in like 2 moves. if you get, I guess, lucky enough. And it's so easy. I remember it being you needing at least 5 moves, if not more. You know, sometimes it took me like 7 or 8 moves on the original survival mode, but with this team, it could take it out in like 2 hits. So I just wish the original survival mode was still around, because this team would be able to easily knock it out, not take care of it consistently. I mean, I was able to beat it consistently with Flash Mob and Risk Taker as well, but I think this team would be even better. So we're up to Tangela. Tangela I also think is guaranteed. I'm just not sure if this stage is guaranteed, but Tangela is super easy anyway. One shot out from Noivern is going to take out Tangela. I think you could use, I mean, even if you get shot out with Rayquaza, maybe even Hitmonlee, I mean, you still be able to take it out. That's how low HP he has. Larvesta, I think was I think it was tough, but I think it wasn't one of the worst ones you could face. So yeah, I mean, look at that. Over 1300 damage, didn't even do a whole lot. So yeah, he is a little bit annoying. He has a lot of HP, but it's not as bad as some of the others that you could face. You could also face Salamence, and I've never faced Salamence, and I don't want to face Salamence. I know how bad Salamence is. So yeah, we're gonna be able to beat this. So, yeah, not too bad. Next up is going to be Mega Aerodactyl. And I don't think Mega Aerodactyl is bad. It's tough either. But, you know, I guess he could be considered tough for some people. But for me, I haven't found him tough. Usually, when I could get up to Mega Aerodactyl, which right now is usually every time, I'm usually able to beat it. But if you have low amount of moves, you probably wouldn't be able to. Again, it all depends what stages you get on your way to the end, because you could get out of luck. Now, one thing to point out, Hitmonlee is good for this, but it's going to be hard to have a 4-match. I don't think my 3-matches really went off. I think they only went off a couple of times with Hitmonlee, which is unfortunate. But again, it shows you that even if you don't get the best runs, you could still advance in survival mode. So yeah, well, I did get off a couple times, but I think it failed a few more times. We'll see. But yeah, the stage is... There was a 4-match over there. I guess I didn't notice it before. Oh well. So, as I told you before, though, I mean, I'm not doing, you know, this isn't the best run. It could be. I really wasn't 100% focused, but I still made it up to Deoxys. That's why I wanted to show it to you. So, Mega Rayquaza coming through. But, again, Vanilluxe would have been nice because you have the option. You could get the 4-match. You have an option. You have a chance to get the 4-match basically with Hitmonlee or Vanilluxe against Mega Aerodactyl. That's basically what I'm saying. So yeah, we're able to take it out, and I didn't count the moves, but it wasn't too bad. So that is Mega Aerodactyl. So I didn't find that one too bad. A lot of rocks could be annoying, but I think they're manageable. But it's just unfortunate that Noivern isn't really going to do much for you. So we do get a raise max level for that. Pidgeotto, this is the second time facing Pidgeotto. Yeah, Pidgeotto might be guaranteed as well. I'm not too sure. I'll have to check. But Pidgeotto, again, is an easy stage to manage, even though you have a resistant Hitmonlee. Not getting a 4-match, so that's unfortunate. Not getting the shot out. We do have the Hitmonlee, but again, it's resistant, so it took us a few moves, but we're able to knock out Pidgeotto. So, okay, so that's stage 21. And, yeah, so, you know, not bad. Next up, we have... Oh, this was also in the original survival mode. This one's easy. It is a 3 Pokemon stage. He does put himself on the field, which is a good thing. Getting the match, which is actually unfortunate because we want more of them. Now we're only going to be able to do a shot out once, unless if he throws himself on the field again. I can't remember if he does. This is another stage where Mega Rayquaza would come in handy because just you can get the high combos, but again, not needing Mega Rayquaza. I probably will attempt Survival Mode again with Mega Rayquaza just because I did invest in it. I did max Shot out. I did give it the raise max levels specifically for Survival Mode, so I don't know, that may not have been a great idea. But I just wanted to try it out. I figured, because I don't use Rayquaza as much as I used to, but I still get use out of it, and Shout Out is better than Dragon Talon, so I didn't really mind doing it. And the 5 raise max levels, just because I'm kind of, I don't know, I just went ahead and did it for whatever reason. So Smeargle is an easy one. Smeargle you could beat, or you probably will beat in one move. That's how easy Smeargle is. Just do the Shout Outs. I mean, there's no guarantee if you don't have a 4 match, but it's still an easy stage. Even if you don't knock it out in 1 hit, you'll knock it out in 2 hits. So, easy stage, easy stage, easy stage. Okay, so that's Survival Mode stage 23. Almost halfway through. Fennekin. Oh, this was another. I was happy to see this one as well, because this was an easy stage. I think another problem that I have is I don't really remember a lot of these stages compared to because I've been playing the old Survival Mode a lot, so I remember those stages 1 through I think it's up 1 to 150 basically, right? So I remember those stages, but I don't really remember the ones 151 up to 300. So it's like, even though I remember playing that Pokemon, beating that stage, I don't remember the disruptions or how bad it was, except for some stages like Galvantula and some of the bad ones, Gothitelle, is it? Or Gothorita? One of those stages. I remember some of the stages, but I'm starting to get more familiar with them. Again, that's a good reason why you just want to play itemless, just to get familiar with a bunch of the stages. And Heracross is guaranteed, so this is it's interesting because Heracross is actually a difficult stage to run into in the original Survival Mode. If you're going with the Risk Taker team, because I mean, what do you have? You had Hoopa Unbound, which isn't going to do much to Heracross. You have some other resistant types they use. So Flash Mob did a little bit better, but this team completely destroys it because you have the Noivern. The reason they probably decided to change Survival Mode is they knew this team would destroy the original Survival Mode. I mean, not that people were still beating it itemless anyway, but now they would definitely be able to. So we beat Heracross. We get an experience booster medium for that, and that is a guarantee. I think I already said that, but it is. And next up we have Chingling. Another easy stage. It's part of the original 150, so shouldn't have too much trouble with it. And so far, I mean, not going too bad. I mean, you could see we had, difficulty on the way, but no insane stages, I don't think, as of yet, at least. Okay, so that is Chingling. And next up we have, this is a good one. This is easy for Noivern. So Noivern easily could take this out. I mean, we have 4 matches, and I think that's just a one-shot anyway, so no, it's not, but we're still able to, we were able to beat that one hit anyway. So, I mean, just a couple shout-outs from Noivern, piece of cake, another easy stage. Too bad it's not that all the way through, right? I mean, I just wish this Survival Mode, because the thing is, this Survival Mode is not as good as the original, because you're never going to get as far as you can. However, if you can eventually ever beat it itemless, consistently, I would say that it's better than the original, because you could get the skill boost to small all the time. Now, obviously, that's not the case, unfortunately, because you're never going to be able to beat it consistently. But anyway, we're up to Solosis. I think this is the first really tough stage. I mean, look at that. Yeah, look at that. This is a 3 Pokemon stage, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. And look at that HP. We already did over 5,000 damage. Didn't even do half. So this stage is definitely annoying. But Rayquaza, I think, did help us. But just because it's a 3 Pokemon stage, you get huge combos. But it's still, I mean, this is still an annoying stage just because of the high HP, and you wonder why some of these not weak, but some of these, like, you know, baby Pokemon have these high health, and you know, that's shuffle for you, isn't it? So yeah, we're able to do it though, and so we have a pretty good amount of moves left. I think we do encounter a tough stage coming up at some point. But we do have a good amount of HP. Okay, so there we go. We have 29 moves left. And so that's not bad. And again, up to a Pokemon stage, Shout Out still works because you have a couple Sloses on the beginning field. So I would say this stage is annoying because of the HP. But there's a lot more difficult ones. And by the way, guys, you don't want to encounter Mr. Mime. I didn't in this run, I don't think, but I have before, and Mr. Mime was just going to kick your butt all the way around. Believe me, he's just that bad. I don't even know. I mean, I guess it's got to be possible to beat it with this team if you have a good amount of moves left, but it's not a stage you want to encounter, and don't expect to beat Survival Mode or even get far if you encounter it. So we have Honedge, another easy stage in my opinion, able to knock it out with a couple Hitmonlee matches. So that's not bad. Now the next stage, Mega Heracross. Now, Mega Heracross I used a disruption delay on. I couldn't remember his disruption. I didn't know how bad he was. I couldn't remember his HP. So I just went ahead and used it anyway. I didn't need it. He's not that bad. So I would recommend not using it against it. But I just went ahead and did it anyway. So yeah, so we did that. And we're obviously going to beat it, as you know. But you definitely don't need to because you have Noivern, which is super effective. I'm unfortunately not getting shout-outs going, but you should be able to, and you should be able to take him down if you have a good amount of life left. I mean, he's going to take a few moves no matter which way you look at it. But I personally don't think he was that bad, and I did not need that disruption delay. But I went with it anyway, just because I wanted to advance far. I'm still hoping to get a completed survival mode run on video, but I just don't know. I just cannot complete it. I mean, Deoxys is as far as I've ever been. I believe that I will complete it one of these days, but who knows? I mean, maybe we need a better shout-out user. I know people have been throwing around the ground type. Maybe that would do better than, I don't know, maybe Hitmonlee. You definitely need the Noivern. Hitmonlee is good, though, because he's super effective against 5 types, and I would love a ground shout-out user and be able to use it. I mean, maybe you could take that instead of the Rayquaza. You do get a raise max level for that, by the way. And so, okay, so yeah, I mean, maybe you could go with the, you know, take out the Rayquaza, and if you're not going Mega Beedrill or Vanilluxe, you could try. But I don't know how it would work. I don't know. So Dratini, easy stage. You don't have to worry about it. I mean, Rayquaza is super effective, but it doesn't matter, basically, right? So it almost beat it for us anyway. This is another stage in the first 150, easy. So yeah, I mean, we're able to take out Dratini, and that's a nice breather after Mega Heracross, even though Mega Heracross wasn't that bad. Okay, so next up we have, this is another easy one, Lampent. I was happy to see these stages. I remember them from the original survival mode, so I remember them being easy. This will probably take a few moves from me, a couple moves at most, but it's still a nice stage to see. So yeah, I mean, able to probably take it out on the next attack. There we go. Okay, so not bad, not bad, not bad. We were able to beat Lampent, stage 32 survival mode. And I remember when the survival mode first came out, I was like, there's no way anyone's going to be able to beat it unless you spend, even spending items, buying, I mean, you can't use complexities. Complexity would be nice. I would hate to use a complexity -1, but if you had to use it against Deoxys, Rayquaza, and Mega Rayquaza, you should be able to do it. at least just one attempt, get it over with, never have to do it again, but you can't use complexity. But if you could, it would probably be, I don't want to say easy, because I still don't think it would be easy, but it would be manageable, I think. But now it's really tough. I mean, okay, so Scatterbug, another easy stage. Noivern is super effective again, so Noivern is a great one to have with you. So yeah, able to beat Scatterbug in a few moves. Not bad, not bad, not bad. And there goes Scatterbug. So yeah, not bad. The next boss, not the next stage, the next boss is going to be Medicham, but I'll get to that when we get to it. And so that's that. I'm actually surprised that my best run was with Rayquaza though, so maybe the thing is that I know people have been saying Mega Beedrill, Mega Beedrill, Mega Beedrill, and that's fine, but the thing is, for some reason, Mega Beedrill, I could advance. I've gotten up to, I think it was Mega Medicham with Mega Beedrill, and that's fine. But I've been having more luck with another shout-out user, whether it be Rayquaza or Vanilluxe. So that's why I'm saying, try the Vanilluxe at least farm it, and then try it out. Even if you like Mega Beedrill, and that's fine. Mega Beedrill is great. But I would definitely recommend trying Vanilluxe, even if Mega Beedrill is helping you out. Just because, I mean, a third shout-out user, you have more of a chance to get 4 matches. Or a match of 4, or a match of 5, because you have more than... You don't only have 2 Pokemon, basically. You have 3 Pokemon. And trying to get the shout-out. So, that's my take on it. I know you can't get rid of disruptions, like unbreakable blocks, and that could be annoying, but... Anyway, we're up to Medicham, and this is another guaranteed stage. We did go with the disruption delay. I definitely did not need it either, just like Mega Heracross. Unfortunately, we don't have any Noivern matches, but wow, look at that. I mean, that's not even really doing a whole lot. But yeah, so there we go. We set up the 4 match of Noivern, able to do 3,000 damage. That's why you need the Noivern. Definitely need Noivern. If you don't have it, you're not going to be able to stand a chance against Medicham or Mega Medicham or even Heracross or Mega Heracross. I mean, they're going to definitely take more moves than necessary. I mean, there's no way you need the Noivern. Hopefully you guys farmed it, right? So yeah, definitely did not need that disruption delay. But again, I didn't remember how much HP it had. I didn't remember what the disruptions were. I still actually don't know. I did beat it again item afterwards, but I don't remember the disruptions. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's like, I don't know, maybe it's ice, maybe it's breakable, who knows. But you get an experience booster large the first time around for beating that. So that stage is not that bad. And luckily for us, we got a nice breather. We got Vanilluxe. And the stage is incredibly easy, so I don't even have to say anything about it. Just shot out, and we don't have any Hitmonlee, but you don't even need the super effective move, basically. I mean, we didn't beat it, but you saw how much damage it did. Just one more shot out, and we're good to go. So, yeah, that's that. So, that's definitely nice to get an easy stage. Yeah, so... Man, I know people can get up to Deoxys itemless. I just wish it was consistent. Like, if we got, like, maybe Pokemon like these all the time, but why do they have to give us difficult ones like, you know, Tyranitar, Salamence? I know I've said it before, but why? I mean, I understand boss stages, like the Megas, or even if they're not Megas, and that's fine. Boss stages I'm okay with, but even regular stages that are not guaranteed. I mean, stage 13, you're facing off against the Tyranitar, a Timber, or even Feebas. I mean, Feebas is another tough one. I don't know if we faced it in this one. I know I did fight a Feebas. He has so much HP, a little Feebas. It's unbelievable. Now up to Gothitelle. Gothitelle, I don't think this was the tough one, was it? I mean, it's Gothorita, right? I think this was a little difficult. I think this did take some moves from us. But, yeah, look at that. I mean, nothing super effective against this. So again, you're just going to have to set up the 4 matches of Noivern. I mean, Hitmonlee's not going to do anything against a Psychic type. So, I mean, you could set up the 4 match of Rayquaza, or even better, Noivern. Another thing I want to point out is your Noivern needs to be maximum level. It has to have 125 attack power. It has to have 10 raise max level. It has to be all skill level 5. You cannot do it on skill level 4. Everything has to be maxed out. Otherwise, I'd say just wait until you can get everything maxed out before you even attempt it, because you're just going to waste hearts. That's how difficult this new survival mode is. There's no shortcuts. Yeah, this one wasn't that bad. It did take a few moves, but it really wasn't too bad. It was the other one I'm thinking of that's really bad. So it's also a good thing. There's some Pokemon you cannot encounter. I think it's like Conkeldurr. I know you can encounter Milotic and some others, but you can get Snorlax, and you actually will probably get Snorlax coming up. But we didn't get that high. But now we're up to Staraptor, which I cannot stand Staraptor. This Pokemon was so annoying. The stage is awful. The stage is so bad. This took a lot of moves from us. At least we got rid of all those in one move, or most of them. But this stage was just so obnoxious. I mean, look up. It just has so much HP. It's a Staraptor. It's not a boss stage. Why does it have an insane amount of HP? And oh man, whenever I see a stage like this, I just cringe. I hate it. I hate it. It's like, you're doing so well. Yeah, I have all these moves left. And then you get a Staraptor and it takes like half your moves. I mean, it's unbelievable. What they really need to do is update the game to give some of these difficult Pokemon less HP. They've done that before from time to time. They need to do it again, because this just has so much HP, and they need to lower the HP to make it easier to beat. Because I mean, look at all the moves it's already taken from me, and I've only got him down to half. I mean, it's just not fun. It's not fun at all. So yeah. So this is Staraptor. Hallelujah, right? But we do have enough moves to take it out, but it's just now we're pretty much, now at this point I basically know that I'm not going to be able to finish survival mode, because they gave us something like this. So it is what it is. This is how the new survival mode is. So far over 10,000. So yeah. At least we're able to advance much further. I mean, I thought I would probably lose at Mega Medicham at this point, just because of how many moves he's been taking from me. So finally we're able to beat it. He really doesn't have a whole lot of HP. I think the reason this is tough, one, they start you with all those Starly and Staravia in the beginning, which is annoying. But aside from that, there's nothing that's super effective against it on your team. I mean, yeah, there's the Alola Cat Pikachu, but he's only super effective against 2 types. You're not going to bring that with you. Even if you have it maxed out, mine isn't. But even if yours is, you're not going to bring it. You need the Hitmonlee and you need the Noivern. Because if you had, let's say you took out the Noivern for the Pikachu, I mean, you're not going to be able to beat Mega Medicham, so it's definitely a better investment to bring the Hitmonlee and the Noivern. I mean, yeah, we're going to take out the Rayquaza, probably for Vanilluxe, but I think that's still better than the Alola Cat Pikachu anyway. But yeah, we're up to Mega Medicham, and I don't know his disruptions. I don't remember them. I don't know if they're that bad. I don't know if I needed it for the disruption delay for this one, but I used it just in case anyway. So I just wanted to beat it. I mean, I wanted to get as far as I could in survival mode, basically, in the new one. And we'll see what we get for this, but so yeah, able to. I'm gonna have no voice after this, by the way. I mean, this is like a 50-minute video. So we're able to beat stage 40, And yeah, only 7 moves left though, which is really unfortunate. Thanks, Staraptor. So yeah, we're able to beat Mega Medicham, and for beating Mega Medicham, you get 2 raised max levels. So that's not bad. That's a good reward. But still, you know, Tangle. I think Tangle is guaranteed on stage 41. I could be wrong. I know it's guaranteed. I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed somewhere along the way. But again, it's an easy stage. You're going to beat in 1 move. If you don't get the shot out, it'll probably take you 2 moves. But, you know, I've never had that issue yet. So, not too bad. Able to beat Tangela easily and get some moves back. Enough to carry us to the Deoxys at least. Jolteon, this is not a bad stage either. You have the Noivern, which is not very effective, which is really unfortunate. But I think Hitmonlee is really able to do it for us in any way. So there we go, triggering the Hitmonlee. And we have... So yeah, I mean, look, he's already low HP, so we have the 4-match Rayquaza able to do enough for us. And another reason I said the Rayquaza isn't really that great is because most of the unless if they have a lot of HP, the Rayquaza is basically not even going to activate, or unless if it's a 3 Pokemon stage. Other than that, I mean, Rayquaza is really not even going to Mega Evolve. So, again, go with the Vanilluxe. Fairy Pokemon are not fun, especially when you have 2 not very effective types. However, Togetic is so easy. He has very little HP. It doesn't matter. I mean, we could have all Pokemon not very effective. We would have been able to beat this with the combos. Would have given us enough to be able to beat it. We got to make Rayquaza on that time, but it doesn't matter. So we take out Togetic, no problem. So that's an easy stage. And let's see who we have up next. And stage 45 is also not a boss stage. You still get something for that, though, so that's nice. So now we have Squirtle, another easy stage. We're able to knock this out in 1 move. I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. This is going well, for right now at least. So we're able to just knock it out with 1 shot out. I mean, you don't have to remember the stage to know that it's easy, you know. So able to beat that. Not bad. So 45, I'm not sure if the stage is... The stage is definitely random in 45. I'm just not sure where it picks it from. Does it pick it from... It must pick it from between 1... I want to say between 151 and 300, but I'm not exactly sure. This I use the disruption delay as well. This stage, when I saw it, I was like, oh god, oh no. Because I remember this being a nightmare. But we do have the Noivern, which is super effective. So... The stage, I don't think was... It was annoying. It took moves from us. But it was okay. It was okay. So, not a stage you want to see, but not one of the worst, I guess. I guess that would be a fair statement. But, yeah, we're able to... I mean, the disruption delays, I have no regrets using it just because it was... I remember the stage being so bad. So yeah, I mean, he has the Joltik, which is more shot out, but unfortunately we have... Wait a minute. I don't see any Pidgey. Was this the 3 Pokemon stage? This must be, yeah. We have the blocks, and at least we have the Joltik for the shot out, so... If we didn't have that, the stage would have been a nightmare. In fact, I don't even know if I would have beaten it. But, yeah, so this stage I don't think was too incredibly difficult. It wasn't great, but it wasn't... It was better than Staraptor, let's just put it that way. And we got an experience booster large for that. So that's the first reward. I think the following reward, I think, would be 3 experience booster medium. And, oh yeah, we got Joltik. I couldn't remember the stage. This stage is actually bad as well. But I didn't remember it. So I assumed it wasn't going to be bad if the other one, if Galvantula was. But this was actually bad. Look, 3,000 damage doesn't even... do half. I was expecting him to have low HP. But, not gonna happen. So, yeah. So, we're able to obviously beat it, but it was still annoying for a non-boss stage, I guess. The other reason I said Galvantula wasn't that bad was because that was basically a boss stage. I don't know if it's considered a boss one since it's random what you get. It's not a guarantee, but it's still, I mean, it's 45, so it's kind of like you expect it to be a boss stage. Does that make sense? That's basically what I'm saying. And, yeah, so I would also like to, if any of you guys have any other survival mode techniques or strategies, maybe that doesn't involve shout out, I would love to hear that. I'm always open to try new stuff, but at the moment I think shout out is just the best way to go, at least that all of us know about. But maybe there's something in the future that will be available, but as of right now I would say shout out is the way to go if you want to advance in survival mode at least. So we have Monferno. This stage was bad as well. I don't know if I made it bad. Maybe I made bad plays, but it was definitely bad. And it definitely took some moves from us. So, yeah, I mean, he keeps on doing those, like, Monferno, and there's some Chimchar on the field, which is not fun. They have, what do they have? Yeah, I mean, and he has a lot of HP as well. Unbreakable blocks, not fun. So he has swap, but who cares? I mean, we don't want that. Yeah, this stage was taking a lot of moves from me. I don't think it's a guarantee that you face it, but unfortunately I did face it, and he's not fun. Yeah, I mean, and it was at this point I realized that there was no way I was going to beat Deoxys just because of the moves. I mean, you're going to need at least, if you get lucky, at least 10 moves, and I don't even know if you'll be able to beat it in 10 moves. You would have to get extremely lucky. I would say on average would probably take about 15 or 16 moves to beat Deoxys, unfortunately. So yeah, we're able to beat Monferno, but still not great. Machop was actually not that bad. Machoke is the bad one. I don't even know if you can face Machoke. I'm assuming you can in the survival mode, but Machop, not too bad. Yeah, look at that. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of HP, so... I mean, it's a little bit annoying. You have Happiny, you have Machops. Maybe Happiny is my force support, actually. I don't know. But you have Meditite. Yeah, so this is not... I mean, this is not a bad stage, but it could also get annoying just because of things like that. But, yeah, I mean, I was just basically hoping to get to Deoxys. I mean, I knew I wouldn't beat it, but hoping to at least get to it to show you a somewhat decent attempt. And, yeah, this is just... I've been trying the new survival mode ever... I would say I tried it... I don't know. I've been trying it for... Not since it came out, but relatively soon after that. So we have Bidoof, second to last stage for us. This stage is not bad. I mean, you have the Noivern, and Noivern is super effective. So, yeah. He actually has more HP than I remember, but not too bad. I mean, just keep on getting the Noiverns. Hopefully you can get the 4-match. And again, if you have Vanilluxe, an Ice type, super effective, that would be good as well. So you have more of a chance. But again, Bidoof is not a stage that's guaranteed, so you shouldn't build your survival mode team based around it, obviously. So, shout out, able to do it. Now we're going into Deoxys with 10 moves. I said before that you need at least 10 moves to be able to beat it, so I guess in theory we could have beaten it. But I also said you're going to need a lot of luck, and I just knew I wasn't going to be able to beat Deoxys. I still used the items. I still went in with a disruption delay, and I threw in the Mega Start. And we actually didn't do that bad. But we obviously didn't beat it. So, yeah, there's a disruption delay and the Mega Start. And I was debating on the Mega Start, but I decided to go ahead and do it. And so, yeah, so only 10 moves left. He's obviously going to break out of his disruption delay. But we're still able to get him over half. So it really wasn't that bad, actually. But so if you have more moves, if you have like 20 moves, I mean, you're probably going to be able to beat him. If you have at least 20 or even more moves than that, you'll probably be able to beat him in like 14, 15, 16 moves, like I said before. So yeah, here's Deoxys. Here's a wonderful stage, right? Yeah. You do get, I think it's, 5 raise max level, so it's actually a good reward. Mega Rayquaza, you get 10 raise max level, so you do, it is nice to get. and be able to do it. And once you do it, you're going to feel on top of the world. But yeah, we were not able to do it this time, but still, you know. Okay, so not too bad. Not too bad. He's almost at half, but we only have 4 moves left. I'm going to have to get a glass of water. I'm out of breath after this. Yeah, so it's like I had nothing to do because of all... You need a disruption to life because look at all this. This is insane. I just was going for Hitmonlee matches at this point. I knew there was nothing that I would be able to do. Yeah, so there we go. And for this, you do get, I think, the 5 raised max levels. So, yeah, that's going to be it for my survival mode run. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you stuck around. See you guys later. Bye.